Donald Trump's government has issued a ruling that allows employers to opt out of providing free birth control to millions of Americans. The rule allows employers and insurers to decline to provide birth control if doing so violates their religious beliefs or moral convictions. 55 million women benefited from the Obama-era rule, which made companies provide free birth control. As a candidate, Mr. Trump had pledged to eliminate that requirement. The mandate had been a key feature of so-called Obamacare, President Obama's efforts to overhaul the U.S. healthcare system. It included a provision that permitted religious institutions to forego birth control coverage for their employees. But the Department of Health and Human Services, HHS, said on Friday it was important to expand which organizations can opt out and deny free contraceptive coverage. We should have space for organizations to live out their religious ideas and not face discrimination, because of their religious ideas, said one HHS official, who did not wish to be named. 9/End of Twitter post by @Senator Husan. Speaker of the House Paul Ryan, the top Republican in Congress, praised the decision as a landmark day for religious liberty. The American Civil Liberties Union, ACLU, and the National Women's Law Center have announced that they will sue the federal government over the decision. The contraceptive coverage mandate had become a hotly contested legal battleground since Obamacare passed in 2009, with the Democratic administration aggressively pushing back against attempts to carve out sweeping religious exemptions to the women's health provisions of the law. With Donald Trump now in charge, the dynamic has been turned on its head. Donald Trump's government has issued a ruling that allows employers to opt out of providing free birth control to millions of Americans. According to some estimates, the contraceptive mandate saved women $1.4 billion in its first year in effect. Now the White House will be much more lenient in granting waivers, and Obamacare's defenders are the ones turning to the courts for a remedy. The move will be celebrated by religious groups and conservatives, a tangible benefit of their presidential victory last year. They will not stand for anti-women policies like this. The new rule, which is effective immediately, was criticized by women's rights groups and Democrats in Congress. In January, tens of millions of women marched, making their voices heard. There's a risk of blowback outside the Republican Party's evangelical base, however.